Good morning. We are at IMTEX 2017 and we are at the stall of Mitsubishi Electric. This is Niranjan from the Machinist and I have with me two gentlemen. I have Mr. Madhusudanan. Hello.
Hello, hello.
And we have Mr. Sudhir Naik. Mr. Sudhir Naik represents the CNC Systems. So let me start with Mr. Sudhir Naik. Sudhir, CNC Systems is something that is IMTEX is all about. So what have you got specifically here at this 2017 edition?
So this time in IMTEX, we are displaying two new products, that is C80 as well as M80W.
Right.
So C80 is similar to the advanced version of this C70, which is IQ platform CNC, used in mainly in the line production systems. And M80W is a Windows-based system which has a standalone CNC, which is very suitable for the bigger size machines, and it has expansion slots for connectivities. So that is the two products which we are displaying in this IMTEX.
And what kind of response are you getting from the customers here?
Yeah. So this time the response is good. First 3 days we had a very good response, and especially since we are in the hall number 1, we get the fresh crowd, the energetic crowd, which was very good for us to demonstrate our products. And as compared to the last IMTEX, this time the number of machines are more, probably by a number of 100 more, and even our the share of our Mitsubishi in terms of number of machines also increased as compared to the last IMTEX.
Okay. Madhusudan, there was a time when robotics and automation was considered a future. Today it is a reality. It is part of the manufacturing shop floors today. And we also see a lot of development happening towards Make in India and Industry 4.0. So how is Mitsubishi Electric contributing towards that?
If you see comparatively with last year, the statement which you said, the robotics way, really we are doing it very much well. The best example is IMTEX. If you see, the crowd of robots also has been enormously increased. The show of robots, if you see, compared with last IMTEX to this IMTEX, I think more than 50% it has been increased. And when we talk about Industry 4.0, we also have, in our term, we call it as E-Factory, where we fetch all the data from our all products like robots, CNCs, and we have a MES module wherein you can fetch all the data and we take it up. Even to adding to that, we have an app which can be used in our Android iPhone. We can even see all the robot programming also. You can monitor wherever you sit using a modem and a Wi-Fi. So this is something which we are growing to the next level of artificial intelligence considering the robot market. It's a very good response here in IMTEX. Yeah.
Okay. Sudhir, I'd like to come back to you again. Today's manufacturing industry is all about collaboration. It's also about keeping the customer in the center. So what are you doing on that front in terms of collaborating with your customers?
See, basically one major important thing is the improvement of the skills. So from the last year, we are collaborating with many education institutes to give training on the machines, the operations, and the usage of CNC, especially Mitsubishi CNC. So last year we collaborated with the 4 institutions to bring out many skilled people in this industry. So that's what we are doing.
Okay. You already mentioned that there's been an increase in number of the robots. So what specifically have you got for IMTEX from Mitsubishi?
Yeah. This time which we have showed us 2 different categories. Like one is the visual tracking, where normally what happens, the pick and place, where it's a very common application where we say pick and place or machine loading, unloading. Here we have showed something different which is called visual tracking. So using a vision system, so irrespective of however you input the component. So the camera or the vision system which finds where's the position and it automatically talks with the robot. It finds the component and it almost picks the component where it is. See, the advantage is mainly on the irrespective of any input feed system. So using a vision system, it can be used, it can be picked up. The second point which we have showed is mainly human-robot collaboration, like HRC we say. We do have in Mitsubishi, we call it as Melfast Safe Plus. There is a safety option card wherein it is much used, all the inputs which has been collected in the determined option card, which gives safety for the hardware support, more on things, as well as the human resource. So we have some 3 limited controls like torque control, limited range control, and the speed control. So somebody enters into the cell, so it makes much more safety. So rather than the we want to make a collaborative. They sell collaborative. So this is the one which two things which I have showed here in IMTEX.
Okay, and how's been the market for you for the last 1 year, and what are your expectations from the coming year? You don't have to give me numbers, you could just give me a general idea.
So the last year, the market was very good. As you see, some Mitsibushi, we have a very good advantage. Like it's a one-stop solution. Like we have robots, PLCs, HMIs, servos, inverters. So all the products which gives us a very complete basket for the factory automation solution. So that's the best advantage which I mean we are proud on that category to cater the customer on that front.
And how's been the market from the CNC point of view?
I think as you know, because of the Modi government, we have a lot of push in the manufacturing sector. So we see a lot of machine manufacturers in India rather than import machines. Even in the IMTEX, I can see there is less imported machines than the Indian machines. Especially, I can see there is a reduction in the Taiwanese machines. So we see a lot of Indian manufacturers, machine tool builders, using more and more CNCs and developing machines in India.
Thank you so much talking to us. Pleasure talking to you, Madhu.
Thank you, Nirajan.
Thank you.